Hi children, we have come here to just learn a little bit of science, that is class 5, chapter 5, health and hygiene. In the previous chapters, you have come to know different things about that, food and all. Here we have to discuss about health and hygiene. Well children, we have the learning objectives. What we are going to learn today? The components of food. Number 2, the importance of the water and the roughage. We have to know about the balanced diet. We know about the deficiency diseases due to the vitamins and the minerals. We have to know about the communicable and non-communicable diseases. Now, introduction. Now, you know every organism requires food, and food is nothing but the solar energy kept as chemical energy, and that when you have, then it comes as kinetic energy for your work. So anyway, what is happening around? The food, your nutrients, nutrition gives you health. Now what is health? Health is a state where the people is having disease-free, nice, and easy life to spend. That is health. Well, there is, what is disease? When there is, the health is not at ease, that means there is some deficiency, difficulty or something else. That is disease. So, health requires proper food. Potable water means proper drinking water. Exercise, proper rest, cleanliness of the surroundings. That is hygiene. Personal hygiene, cleanliness of self, cleanliness, and proper hygiene of own home and house, and the cleanliness of the surroundings, para, mahalla, and finally the city and all. Well, the components of food. When we undergo nutrition, we have the different steps are there. That is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and digestion. So in that, we need food. The food are having different components are there. Components first is the carbohydrate. It's the energy giving food. We get carbohydrate from wheat, rice, chapati, bread, potato, sweet potato, and so many other kind of food. Then we get the carbohydrates. Now this carbohydrate gives a general energy in the body. That means it gives energy in the body for the timing, that means for the work that we have taken birth to the last days. Well, the carbohydrate supplies the energy. Now second is protein. Protein is the bodybuilding food. Now protein we get from two sources. One is plant protein. Plant protein is easily digested. And the other one is the animal protein. Animal protein is little difficult to digest, but both of them are required. Plant protein and animal protein we never classify, we take them together. So in plant protein we have all pulses. Pulses means dals. Chana dal, moong dal, masur dal, all those. Having all kinds of beans, rajma, soybean, etc. To tell you one thing regarding soybean, it is having a huge fat value. Huge food value, where we get, the soybean gives the food value. 1 kg of soybean equals to 6 kgs of milk and 4 kgs of butter. So it is a very good food, very good health giver. And then animal protein we get in the form of egg, various kinds of fish, meat and milk. Well, these are all bodybuilding food for us. So if protein is not there, the body will not build. But remember, protein must be eaten in the proper and adequate form or proper amount. If you eat protein more, the protein never stays in the body. It works in the body and it goes to the urine. So excess of protein may cause the difficulty and problem in your kidneys. So protein should be taken in proper amount. That is the main point. Well, we come on fats and oils. Now fats and oils, I told you right now that the carbohydrates gives the energy, but fats give the instant energy. Suppose you started running, so you need some extra energy, fat will provide that. Fat will give the body insulation, keep the temperature of the body complete well, so that you can do it. So fats are also having animal fats and plant fats. Plant fats we get from vegetable oil, all kinds of nuts, almonds, cashew nut, peanut, or what kind of nuts are they all having? The fats. We have the dry fruits are also there, where we also have the fats. Well, we have the animal fat. Animal fat we get from milk, butter, ghee, cheese, cream, etc. we get from there. So fats are required for the body to give the instant energy, also to give you the luster of the body, and also to give you the immunity, a little bit of power to withstand the disease. Well, we have the minerals and salts. Minerals and salts are iron, calcium, phosphorus. We get it from the fruits. Various kinds of fruits and vegetables. We get them from the egg and fish also. We get them from the egg and fish also. Minerals and salts, they help the body, particularly bones, teeth, and eyesight strong and nice. They keep the flexibility of the body also. So they are very much required. We come to the vitamins. Vitamins are the guards of the body. They are acting as the guards of the body. They give you the immunity, that means they help to immune system or immunity system. And these vitamins, we get it from fruits, vegetables, egg and fish, etc. And the vitamins help us to provide our luster. They provide the various protection against the diseases that they do. So vitamin is very important for the day-to-day life. Well, we have the other kinds of food, we classify them as water and roughage. Tell you about the water. It is having immense importance in the body. The drinking of water must be controlled. 2 to 3 liters per day is the proper drinking of the water. 2 to 3 or 3.5 liters. Very much excess of water drinking can cause you the losing of different kinds of salt. So that is why it is very much required to do it in a controlled way. Okay? Then water gives bath to all the cells to make your body toxin free. That means all the toxic substances are clean, and that goes out of the body with urine, sweat, sebum, etc. And that is caused by water. Now we have roughage. Well, children, so the roughage of the water, we have to discuss the roughage. Roughage, you eat salad, some raw vegetables, you have the carrot, and you have sometimes the radish also is given, some leafy vegetables in salad. Salad is a roughage, and roughage, what does it do? It goes into our stomach and it helps in absorbing enormous amount of water, which is helpful for the digestion. It also helps in your digestion, but never digests itself. It keeps your bowels clear, does not allow constipation. So these are the function of the roughage. Then we come to know that the balanced diet. A diet which is adequate in all kinds of necessary food items like carbohydrates, proteins, fats and oils, vitamins, minerals and salts, water and roughage, all we get in adequate amount. That will make a balanced diet. And a balanced diet is very much necessary for a man or a woman or the organisms, human beings, to keep them sound, health and proper maintenance of the body, fitness. Now, balanced diet is maintained for different kinds of people that can be given. Working more, they will get a little bit of more amount of carbohydrates and proteins. Working less, they will get less. So that varies from the age and also on the to the job. Now we have hygiene. Hygiene is actually the other word of the cleanliness. It comes in the beginning, personal hygiene. We should always maintain our personal hygiene. We should brush our teeth twice a day. We should clean our eyes properly, nicely. We should take bath every day. We should comb our hair. We should make all the body parts clean nicely and take bath every day. We should clean our house, our particular personal room with all articles and keep them very, very nice in a clean form. Well, with the personal hygiene, we have to look after that at our home. Is hygiene maintained or not? So we have to tell everybody that these are the hygiene ways of keeping hygiene that you do. Obviously, mothers, aunts and all those, they look after it. Even then, the small ones like your brothers or some people those who are staying at home, they have to be also called and ask them to keep the hygiene. That will help you. Well, you are maintaining your own hygiene about your own house, and then you will obviously tell your surrounding people, surrounding, which is called para or mahalla. There you will tell everyone to keep and to maintain the hygiene. The garbage should be put in a particular place from where the municipal corporation people can take them out. Do not, leave the things here or there, the garbages and all those. So it will spoil the hygiene and it will cause a lot of diseases and discomfort to you. So that is to be done by you. You will maintain your personal hygiene, you maintain the hygiene of your family, and also you will try to maintain the hygiene of your locality. That is what you require. We need lots of rest. When you work, our body gets tired, the cells are worn out, and that is why we need proper rest. Proper rest gives the body to mend the wear tear inside the body, and also help to grow new energy, and you become fresh and agile for the next world. Well, we need the posture. Now when you sleep, you maintain a proper posture. It is good to sleep on the left hand side and keeping your hands nearby, and that is the best way of sleeping. Sleeping upside down or sleeping the head down, that will be a little bit of difficult for your body. So you must not do that. Well, exercise. Exercise must be a daily routine for everybody, from a very small one to a large one. Obviously, the amount of exercise will be varying according to the work and all that. Definitely, a cricket players exercise and your exercise will not be same because they need to perform, so need to do much more work. So that is how exercise is divided. That is a very thing. And one more thing I must say, yoga is an Indian process of exercise. If you do that, your internal and external, all kinds of organs will be fit and very much agile. Well, so exercise is a must for everyone. Now, we have, although we do exercise, we get the balanced diet and we do everything, even then we get infected or some diseases are caused in our body. Now, what is disease? Now, the word itself says, dis-ease. That means when your body is not at ease, that means not at a very comfortable position. That is called disease. And diseases are of various kinds. Number one, diseases which we get after we get birth, and diseases what we get from our ancestor. That is called the diseases by hereditary diseases, and then we have the general diseases which is caused acquired diseases, hereditary diseases. And coming to acquired diseases, we have communicable and non-communicable diseases. Communicable disease, that means I have a disease that will be communicated to you by means of different agents like the flies, like mosquitoes, like air, droplets, and etc. wing. But non-communicable diseases are also there. That can be going to you by touch, suppose ringworm and all. And you have some communicable diseases which are, non-communicable also. Like stomachache and all those, it cannot be communicable. So the communicable diseases are there, and the communicable diseases are actually spread by the human beings. So you must be very, very careful about your articles, and you must not allow the flies to come to your faces or to your spit and all those which can be carried by them. The mosquito, if you are differently infected by malarial parasite. So you have malaria, must not allow the mosquitoes to take your blood. So it will go and from you to see another person's body and then that person will be infected. So you have to take care. I mean not only you, if you are very sick, your people surrounding you should be taken care of. Well, we come to the non-communicable diseases that is also having inside the body, that means the heart diseases, diseases of kidney and all those. That is non-communicable absolutely. That is called constitutional disease. That can also be prevented, and for that regular health checkup is required and good food is balanced diet is taken, must have to take, and take rest, proper rest, and all those has to be done. Well, the deficiency. Now, different diseases occur due to the deficiency. Number one, in our country, the most deficiency disease comes from the undernutrition. What is undernutrition? The people in our country mostly doesn't get the food properly. So for that, they are deficient in amount of balance or simple food, and so they get deficiency disease. Okay, and the deficiency disease comes due to the undernutrition. Now another disease which is called malnutrition. Now malnutrition is the word that comes from the balanced diet. If you take the balanced diet, all the ingredients and all the factors of your food, balanced diet will be there. And if you take that kind of deficiency will not occur in you. So you will not get malnutrition. Malnutrition will get those people, those who are not getting proper amount of balanced diet. Suppose I am eating only rice and he is eating only chapati, not any vegetables, not meat, not other things. So that deficiency will come out, that is called malnutrition. And undernutrition is due to poverty. Khana jisko nahi milta hai. Poverty. They don't have the money to purchase the food, they don't have the sources to bring the food. That is undernutrition. And malnutrition is the nutrition which comes due to the deficiency of the balance diet. So you understood that? Well, we come to different kinds of diseases due to the minerals, and that is, first is iron. Iron deficiency causes anemia. Iron deficiency causes anemia, and that can be prevented by eating apple, bananas, grapes, and dates, you know the dates. And then we have the iodine or goiter. Iodine causes goiter, that swelling of the neck, it is called goiter, and goiter is prevented by iodine. And iodine is also, we got from the iodized salt. The government has given order to all the companies who are selling the salt, Annapurna, Tata, and different companies, they are making now iodized salt, not from now, 20 years back. So government has given all the salts should be iodized. So iodized salt has already taken the goiter out of. So the seafood is also full of what is called iodine, and like sea fishes and all those, so they can prevent the goiter also. Now the deficiency of calcium, that makes weak bone. Weak bones will cause a lot of problems, and then you need to have egg, milk, dairy products, etc. to prevent that kind of deficiency diseases. Well, we have the deficiency of phosphorus. In phosphorus, your bones will not only be weak, it will be brittle. With the touch, it will break. So it's a very dangerous thing, and the bones will be weak and brittle. Milk, green vegetables, and cereals, the different kinds of cereals will be helping you to get your deficiency of phosphorus proper. Now we have vitamins, which I told you, they are acting as the guards of the body. They are acting as the guards of the body, the vitamin. Now vitamins, among vitamins, vitamin A causes the night blindness. Some people can see very nicely during the day. As soon as sun is set, they cannot see properly. This happens because of the deficiency of night blindness. Carrot, mango, and butter, etc., and yolk of the egg, yellow part of the egg, is giving you the protection against the vitamin A deficiency, which is known as night blindness. Now, vitamin B deficiency is very, to prevent you need to have beans, meat, eggs, etc. Well, we have the deficiency of vitamin C, which causes scurvy. In the mouth, it causes scurvy, and scurvy can be taken out by the oranges and tamarind, all kinds of citrus fruits, because the citric acid provides the vitamin C. Now, next is vitamin D. Vitamin D causes the rickets. In children, you see the bones are bent. Well, children, after the vitamin D, what causes ricket? We have the vitamin E. Vitamin E causes the early aging. Suppose your age is 20 years, but you will look like 40 years. That is early aging, and that can be, prevented by having the milk, egg, etc. Now we have vitamin K. The vitamin K causes the delayed clotting. This is also known as hemorrhage. If you have some injury, the blood will not properly clotted, and so that is a very fatal condition. Sometimes the patient can die. Sometimes the patient can die. Now we have the communicable diseases. Some diseases can be spread and can be passed from one person to another. These diseases are known as the communicable diseases. They are known as the communicable diseases. Like you see whooping cough, and you have the typhoid, malaria, and we have the different kinds of airborne diseases that goes spread through the different areas. Airborne spread, insect carrying spread, winds carrying spread, or this is happening. So germs, which are known as the pathogens that has been carried by the agents like that, the communicable disease spread. So the protozoa, germ is protozoa, it's a malarial parasite, and the protozoa is known as Plasmodium virus, and this Plasmodium virus is there in the blood of the malaria infected man, and from there Anopheles mosquito is the agent. Female Anopheles mosquito is the agent to carry it, because it sucks the blood from the patient, and then it goes to the another person and stings it. So malaria is caused by the protozoa. Protozoa causes another kind of disease which is known as dysentery. Dysentery, there are various kinds of enterobacterial, coli, all these are causing dysentery. So it is also disease caused by protozoa. Now bacteria causes pneumonia, the lung disease, and typhoid is a very dangerous disease. Tuberculosis, it's TB, it's known as, and cholera, and the diarrhea. That is all, the diarrhea is also caused by the bacteria. Well, we have the viruses. Viruses causes various diseases like common cold and chicken pox, etc. It causes measles also. But recently there are two diseases of viruses that have come. Very, very dangerous one. One is AIDS. When you grow up, you will know regarding the AIDS. It's a disease called STD, sexually transmitted disease. And the another one, for that the whole world is suffering now. That is also the cause of virus. This virus is known as COVID-19 or the coronavirus. That is, the people are fighting, and we all hope that the things will be in our control again. And so COVID-19 is a virus caused disease. At last, the fungi causes different kinds of infections of skins, eyes, nose, and also the hair. And the fungi causes that polypus, ringworm, etc. diseases there. So that spread of disease is done by this agent, Okay, now let us go through the direct contact. Some diseases which we get from the direct contact. Some germs spread through the direct contact, they cause diseases like common cold. If you sneeze before somebody, the droplets will go fly and enter through your nose or mouth, and so they cause you the direct infection. We have the measles. The people measles also they get by direct contact. Worldwide, the whooping cough is a cough what was earlier very, very dangerous disease. Right now the disease has come down because they have the vaccination and inoculation for that also. and this can spread through the clothing of your cloth or other articles used by the sick person. So in a common family where only one towel or one napkin is there, they use the same thing without cleaning it very nicely. So they can easily get that done. Next, through the food and the water. The food and water in most of the families kept open. Even at my home also, and I stored them very much, for that. At your home also maybe you find. So always keep the food and the water very nicely covered, because then the extra bacteria or the germ cannot be on that. The flies and the other insects cannot see, because all the time you cannot keep watch. So some flies sick and flies go to everywhere. From there they carry diseases and then they spread it into the food. And finally food becomes infected and you become infected by the food. So is the water. It's very much good to have potable water, pure potable water, by means of which this less amount of infection would be done. In course of time, it will be done in very, very less amount is possible. Well, we can get it through air also. How to get air? Means I told you right now, by sneezing or something which is your cloth is been clean in a place where that is windy, and the diseases will float and go and catch somebody. And some diseases which come through the air, like even COVID-19 is one of the example. It floats in the air and also gets infected. Well, through the animals and the insects. Now insects like mosquito can bite you and cause malaria. Like there is another insect, female Anopheles mosquito causes you the malaria. Another mosquito can cause you the chikungunya. Another one which causes the dengue, which is commonly known as dengue, is actually dengue. And also there is filaria or elephantitis, where you see the legs are swelling like that, like elephant it becomes. Okay, that is Culex mosquito is doing it. So this is how it happens. And my dear children, you know, I give you one example and one information that there are 3,000 kinds of mosquitoes out there on the surface of the earth. Thank God that most of them are vegetarian. They feed on the fruit juice, flower juice and leaf juice. That is why we are safe. Otherwise all those 3,000 kinds of mosquitoes, if they had all the habits of carrying diseases to all parts of the world would have been in a very, very real danger, as we are facing for the COVID-19 also. Well, through the infected equipment, you know, gentlemen, we have the infected equipment. Suppose earlier the people used to inject with the same syringe. Right now, disposable syringe have come. One injection, the syringe has been destroyed. Earlier the people used to do injection, even in my childhood I got it. They used to clean it, not very nicely, and then inject it to another people. So there was all chances of getting infected by that. Putting the same kind of tongue check into the mouth by the dentist or the ENT. So from there also, now it is cleaned very nicely and in very different manner. A different tongue cleaner, tongue checkup thing, eye checkup thing has come out. The implementation of the different devices that has come. Otherwise, infection through the used articles would have been found. Now, prevention of communicable disease. How to prevent the communicable disease? First thing is that do not use the articles of the other person. Do not use the article which is not cleaned and left for a long period of time. So this is first thing. Avoid sneezing and avoid going to the men or women, whatever it is, sneeze in front of you. Always cover your face. Always cover your face properly. And try to keep all the things under sunlight. Sunlight actually kills lot of germs. The drinking water should be very nicely purified, which is known as real potable water. No, nowadays only filtration will not do. If the filtration is done by chlorine, that is good, but that is also harmful for other purpose because it causes cancer. Because chlorine, slowly and gradually causes the wounds in the stomach. Then what? We have to do the most modern process which is known as ozonization. ozonized water is absolutely pure. It gives you little more oxygen than it has. Now we have hands should be properly clean, and now you have to be sanitize your hands by every 20 and 10 minutes or try. Fruits and vegetables should be washed when you bring it from the home or pluck it from the tree. Nicely wash and clean it, then you eat. Then cooked food must be covered so that the flies and all those must not see. And cooked food must be at least boiled 20 minutes of cooking. Half cooking and all those can or may cause the infection. And water should not be stagnant at your places of your home, not even in your buckets and in your pitcher, because if it is open, the mosquitoes and all those food that eggs there, and that can cause dengue, malaria, and anything other. And drain must be kept clean, and sewage waste must be cleaned very, very nicely, so that the communicable disease will not be able to attack. Now, my dear children, except of that, there is the medical treatment is there. What we get right from the birth. We know from our very childhood, the mothers take to the place where vaccination is done. In the beginning of the life, the BCG has been given, and there are several, vaccines which has come out to be given, and I think in the recent future, the people will also be given Covaxin also. So that days have not come, but right now we see there is a chart given to every parent where according to the age, the vaccination is done. The vaccination and inoculation keeps you actually fit from your all kinds of diseases and all. So this is all about the chapter. Thank you. Now we are going to discuss a little bit of question answers. Well, children, as chapter 5 we have finished, it's all the question answers, checkpoint question answers of the exercises, all has been answered and already loaded in the school website, which is known as www.bsnes.in, from where you can unload and just put in your own mobile or in your computer, or even you can see from there and write. Except of that, I'm explaining you about the subjective type of questions. Now, question number 6 is in exercise is the subjective type of questions. The answers for number 1, A, is a balanced diet has right amount of nutrients that the body requires. The 5 components of balanced diet are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Well, the next question is that number B, and its answer is, apart from the nutrients, 2 important components are water and graphite, which are required for the materials. Materials are required. 2 materials are required. So, the water maintains the fluid balance of the body and helps in all metabolic process. Water also maintaining body temperature. Number 3, one should maintain a proper distance while reading a book. Keeping it too close or too far can strain our eyes. Next is number 2. Number 2, the diseases that can be occurred, caused deficiency diseases for the minerals and vitamins in our diet are called the deficiency diseases. Number E, jaundice is caused by the contaminated food and water, which causes the build-up of the bilirubin, waste material in the blood, and there are several other causes also there. Number 7, we can prevent the communicable diseases by sanitizing house and also putting sunlight to come properly. And purified water should be taken, hands should be washed with soap, and especially after passing stools. Fruits and vegetables should be washed properly, cooked food must be covered, water should not be stagnant anywhere around the house, drains must be kept covered. And the next question is G. the ways through which we get contaminated diseases are by water and the animals, insects and all those should be there, should be there. The regular exercise tones up our muscles and improves the blood circulation in our body and increases the immunity of our body, which prevents the infection. And question number 9, the diseases which cannot spread from one person to another are called non-communicable diseases, while some diseases can be passed on from one person to another by some agents or by direct contact, are called the communicable diseases. And last question is that by calculations, if we should be approximately 45 grams per day for a child weighing 30 kg, we can get it done. The hot questions are there. Question number 8. Question number 8A. This is because Supriya does not do any exercise or play games. Thus, food is not burned and she is going to have obesity. Number B. This is because the milk, egg and green vegetables will provide proteins and minerals which will make the bones strong. Number C. He is having a deficiency of vitamin A. He should be given vitamin A rich food and vitamins as a capsules as well, so that he will be recovering from the disease. Question number, last question for the D. No, the two are there. The D is Rita is suffering from anemia, and due to the deficiency of iron, she should eat the apple, banana, guava to prevent the disorder of anemia. Now, last question. We should wash our hands often when we cook food in order to prevent the spread of germs. And question number 9, the diseases of communicable diseases like malaria, common cold, jaundice, typhoid, chickenpox, polio and measles, and non-communicable are scurvy and night blindness. These are the questions that have been discussed, and the chapter I think we have gone through nicely. Until then, thank you and have a good day.